Right guys, a quick one here, talking about some Labour losers, Good Morning Britain and Richard Madeley, who seems as riled up the Twitter tosspot into shit fits of rage over the Starmer Savile comments that Boris unleashed recently. Now, as you likely know, Boris was right when he made that comment, since we've got Sir Keir Starmer here apologising for not prosecuting Savile when they had the chance back in 2013. This is of course him accepting responsibility in every sense of the word. You know, you don't say sorry unless you accept your part in it, obviously. Then of course we have Starmer's failure to prosecute grooming gangs, which he also apologised for, so once again accepting his part in it. In fact, if Boris had half a brain cell, he would have used both and had Starmer by the balls literally on that one. Now, the reason we're talking about Richard Madeley here is because he pointed out the Savile apology by Sir Keir Starmer that's forced Labour trout Roseana Allin-Khan to deflect as best as she could before the Twitter salt obviously began to flow.
I'll just pick you up on something. I mean, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist, do you, to know that the failure to prosecute Jimmy Savile, which was a terrible mistake, did happen on Keir Starmer's watch when he was running the DPP, and something for which he actually apologised. So you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to think that.
Come on, Richard. Look, we all know that this is just a deep deflection from what Boris Johnson is trying to do. We come into politics to serve the public. Boris Johnson came into politics to serve himself, and there is no barrel that he won't scrape to try and smear people.
So there you see him point out the facts of it, which forces the Labour MP to defect the facts of life by accusing Boris Johnson of deflection. It's incredible levels of stupidity, but last I checked, this idiot's well known for it, is she not? Yes, Boris is a complete tosspot, but at the end of the day, what he said about Starmer is factually correct, and as I said earlier, he could have gone even further than that. Now, naturally, being a Labour MP, she has a following of rabid lunatics on Twitter that didn't take too kindly to her being made to look stupid by Richard Madeley here. This is something the Express picked up on, showcasing people's shit fits of rage when simple facts are put out on the TV that they don't like. Twitter is obviously full of them, but the fact this is even a thing just shows how corrupt the media are in general, if you ask me. As you know, I'm no fan of Boris, but he was right, and all media attacks on him are just pure bullshit and nothing more. At the end of the day, he's done plenty. They could have had him by the balls on, as you know. Well, they could have if it wasn't for the fact they've all been neck deep in it with him, so will rightly be blamed by the public for it. This is of course part of why they use the trivial bullshit they do to attack him, as we are seeing now and literally have done for the past couple of weeks. They can't use the actual reasons because of course they're neck deep in it, like I said.
We're off!